With the amount of time people spend on their phones, it's no surprise, unfortunately, that the number of distracted driving-related accidents has drastically increased over the past few years. But you or someone you know who has been hit by someone else, well then how do you know distracted driving was the cause? Attorney Jim Higgins with the Higgins Firm recently stopped by to talk about how they handle these types of cases and when you should contact a lawyer. Take a look. Hey, Jim is back with us today. Jim, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
All right, truly record-breaking numbers when it comes to distracted driving. This is really sad. In fact, the website distraction.gov indicates that a driver who's sending or receiving a text will look at their phone for an average of 4.6 seconds, which in that time you can drive an entire football field length. So it's no surprise you guys see a lot of these cases.
Oh, more and more. You know, and that government website has started putting these statistics up because they're just sobering. I mean, it's tragic. I think they said over 21,000 accidents last year or so, 8,000 people injured, 48 killed, and you know, we all see it. You hear it every day. And I'll tell you, when we handle a lot of kind of what I would call high damage, wrongful death, kind of really serious accident cases. And years ago, they would all be related to somebody being hit by a drunk driver or kids racing or something like that. And I'm telling you, over the past years, we have had such a dramatic increase in these cases that we've discovered when we go back and start litigating them, they're because somebody was texting or checking out the Facebook, and it's so tempting to pick that thing up, but it just in a second someone's lives are changed. So I mean, it's something that I come out here and preach about some because I just have the nicest folks in my office, and I see their lives turned upside down because something happens so quickly.
Absolutely. And I know for you all, when you handle these cases, there are some things that you look for to prove that distracted driving was the cause of the crash. So kind of walk us through that. What are some of those things that you guys use to prove that's what happened?
Right. So in a lot of these cases, especially if we have a wrongful death case, our client's not there to talk about what happened, so we have to piece the case back together. So we try to move quickly. We've been able to prove cases where people were on their phone or texting and driving. We of course have subpoenaed cell phone records and gotten that. A lot of times we'll have witnesses at the scene. We've had people, fortunately some people, really still honest. They'll tell the policeman, I was on my phone, it was just a second, I didn't notice. So usually we'll go with the policeman first, the investigation, see what witnesses have. We always send what we call a spoliation letter to the person who caused the accident, and that's saying, hey, you better not destroy any evidence, and in particularly, you better not do anything to your cell phone. We want to see if there's text received or sent within that time period. And we have some great computer experts that have been able to get on people's phones and determine if something had been destroyed or deleted and when that happened. And through those things, we're able to piece back together for the juries to say, hey, this happened because somebody was on their phone.
Wow. So if someone has been involved with a crash that this may be the cause or may possibly in the future, what do they need to know? When do they need to call your office?
Well, I tell anybody, if it is a serious accident, I mean, we don't deal with a lot of small cases, and you may not need a lawyer on a small case if it's just a dent in your car or just a little sore. But if there's someone that's really been injured, they're having to have surgery, they've had a life-changing injury, they should call a lawyer, call our office quickly. I mean, because it is amazing how records get lost, cell phones get destroyed, people's memories fade. And so when it happens, you want to lock down that evidence early. And we can do that. We'll lock down the evidence. They can worry about healing and getting better. And then we can deal with the case.
All right, Jim, thanks for all you're doing.
Thank you.
And the Higgins Firm is serving Tennessee. Give them a call at 1-800-705-2121 or go to thehigginsfirm.com.